Hi, Meg Hogan here. David Meerman Scott. He's a great person, all really involved in the newsjacking marketing aspect. He's very, very intelligent. I've had the pleasure of watching him a few times, and he's also came to my mastermind recently, which sparked this particular video. He goes on to say that nobody cares for your product and service except you. Yeah, it's pretty true, isn't it? You know, when you try and pitch someone or you try and sell something, you're not really selling the transformation of what that person is, going to become by utilizing your product or service. You actually go, this is a really good product. It says this, it says that. It can do all this one here better than those two or whatever. You'll get your value for money on that one. Which, it's a general way that we're all sort of taught about sales and so forth, but it doesn't work anymore. People are actually wanting to know that you are going to change their world in some way, that they don't have to worry about whatever the problem or concern that they have anymore. It's going to take care of it. And you've got to show that to them. You've got to show that this product actually does the job of getting rid of that issue that they think that they have. He goes on to say that you've got to know what's actually going on with your potential customers to really know whether that you can call them in. If you go and you try and strike up a conversation with someone and you really don't know much about them, you'll tend to find there's almost like this brick wall in between you, because you're just not really sure what to talk about, what's their interest, and a lot of people, if they don't know you, they're not going to expose everything about them to you because they feel that you could be trying to sell them. So you've got to start to know, where do you look for all this information? How do you look to find your next lot of people? And that's where, our friendly social media is out there. We can actually see who they like, who they follow, as in like their mentors, their people that they get advice from, people that make them laugh, whether they're into boating and fishing or whether they're into caravanning, whether they play golf, and then they can also have a look and see whether they're really involved in their town or whether they're, more globally represented overseas, buying and selling things or something, whether they do, podcasts and things like that, whether they get out there more or whether they're just recluse in their own sort of groups and maybe enjoying partying or sipping nice fine wines or whatever. But if we start to know a little bit about who our target market is, we've got pretty much 10 things that we can pretty much go, now, if they'll respond to this one, but they won't respond to this one, but I can try this one and this one. And you can sort of understand that then when you approach someone, you can say, oh, geez, I had this red wine the other night. It was just so really nice. They might go, oh, really? I drink wine. And off goes conversation. Where you go, oh, went out in the boat. Oh, my God, the water was just amazing. Do you do fishing? I said, oh, my God, I really love fishing. And the conversation goes on there. Or you go, oh, got a hole in one. I went to the golf course. I had a few buddies. We walked around. I only did 9 holes that week, but yeah, got my hole in one. And, and the praise and, the vibe changes once you start talking about something that is within their world. Remember the golden rule? We talk about them. But to do that, to find out about them, sometimes we've got to lead with a question or lead with something. And it's better to know what the 10 points of that target market that you sort of keep sending off to, what they're involved in. So you do actually have to spend a little time on social media and try and work out where these people are. And a good way to do it is probably your best 10 to 20 people who come to you, who actually support most of the bulk of your money that comes into your business. Actually have a look at everything you can about them. what their frustrations are, what their worries, their concerns, whether they're political, they're not political, whether what they do on the weekends, um, whether they have businesses, they don't have businesses, whether what cars they drive, how educated they are, what sort of money do you think that they bring in. Just get a final sort of an idea, and then you'll know from there. You can pick out about 10 things and go, this is what my target audience is all about, because that is based on the majority of money that has supported my business. Hope that helps.